Alright, this is chapter 3.1, problem 3. Basically what we're doing here is we are taking transformations and writing the equation. Okay? So, here we go. Remember, x is inside is backwards. That's everything left and right. Outside is y and normal. That's everything vertical, so that's everything up and down. Okay, so here we go. Let the graph G be a vertical stretch by a factor of 2 and a reflection across the x-axis, followed by a translation 3 units down. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to find everything that's outside. Okay, so a vertical stretch by a factor of 2, well, that's a stretch by a factor of 2, that's outside. A reflection across the x-axis, well, that's also outside. Remember, to go across the x, you got to go up and down. Followed by a translation 3 units down. Okay, so we're going 3 units down. So that's also a vertical thing. And that's everything. So everything for this one is outside. So for my g of x, I'm going to take my original f of x. I decided there's nothing on the inside, so I don't have to mess with that at all. To stretch by a factor of 2, well, to stretch, you get to multiply by 2, so multiply by 2. To reflect across the x-axis, well, that means we multiplied by a negative. Okay, remember, reflects, this drives people crazy. Reflects, I don't know why, is multiply, multiply by a negative, even if that's a negative 1. So we're going to make the 2 negative, that's the reflection, and we're going to go 3 units down. So negative 3. Alright. And now we can apply all of those to the new equation. So g of x equals x squared times negative 2 minus 3. There's nothing to do inside, everything was outside. And that's your new equation. Okay? Letter B, let the graph of G be a horizontal shrink by a factor of 1/3 and a reflection across the y-axis, followed by a translation 2 units up. Alright, so let's start with the inside. Figure out what's inside. We have a horizontal shrink by 1/3. So that's an inside, to go left and right. A reflection across the y-axis is also inside. And then 2 units up is outside. Alright, so let's deal with this. We've got g of x equals f of, let's figure out what goes inside. To shrink by a factor of 3. You're right, you divide by 3. However, everything inside is backwards. So instead of dividing by 3, we're going to multiply by 3. And it says reflection across the y-axis. Remember, the y-axis, we go left and right, so that's an outside thing. So we're going to make that 3 negative. Alright, that's our 2 inside things, so we'll go ahead and close that off. And it says followed by a translation 2 units up. Well, to shift 2 units up, we simply add 2. Okay, so we can apply this on the inside, that on the outside. So g of x equals, inside the parentheses, we have a negative 3x squared. Actually, why did I put it way over there? There's nothing in front of the x squared, so I can go over here. Negative 3x squared plus 2. And there you have it. Try letter C. And just like earlier, I realized I didn't identify the vertex. It says to identify the vertex. Well, for this one, it didn't shift left or right at all, so the x-coordinate for the vertex is still at 0, but we shifted it down 3, so it's at -3. Okay. This one, again, we didn't shift down at all. There's no shift on the inside, so the x-coordinate is still at 0, but we shifted up 2, so the y-coordinate is +2. We literally just grabbed them off there. There's nothing multiplied on, added or subtracted on the inside, so it's 0. We added 2 on the outside, so it's a shift up 2. Here's your vertex.